Hello, everybody out there. Hello, once again. Tony here. Tony's LPs are us. It's Sunday morning. Got up early today. Last night we did the um, Capital Inner Sleeve episode, which was a lot of work. It was a lot of pulling from my Capital albums to match up what I needed from my research. And then I'm putting back the originals that I took from certain albums with the record, and so it's just a lot of running around, a lot of work doing that. But cheers! Got this Bond cup I have got from my daughter for Christmas a few years ago, Goldfinger, and we're talking about Goldfinger in the sense that we've been spending a lot of gold on MoFi box sets, MoFi one steps, acoustic sounds, analog productions, UHQRs, box sets in general. Christmas came around. The box sets were in vogue. Even this Michael Jackson one step, that's a 33 and a third, which is really a stellar LP. The originals that I have sound super. This takes it a little bit above it. But I'm not here for reviewing. I'm here to ask a question. Do you play Russian roulette with your one steps and UHQRs and box sets from whatever company? And what I mean by that is, how long do you keep them sealed? I still have this Nightfly sealed. It's been a few years now. I still have this Hendrix sealed. I have Bridge Over Troubled Water sealed. And my concern is the return policies on these. And I'll give you the rundown. MoFi, Music Direct, 60 days for a defect. Acoustic Sounds, 30 days for a defect. Amazon Prime, between 60 and 30 days, depending on who you bought the record from. Did you buy it directly from Amazon? Was it a third market? eBay is 30 days, as you all know. Discogs, I'm not sure, but I'm sure there's a time frame. Elusive Discs, only 15 days. So if you bought a box set from Elusive Discs and it's an 8-record, 9-record box set, how do you even check all those records to make sure that there's no defects? It's you need a lot of time, and you have to be focused on that one box set. And as you know, we buy audiophiles such as you guys out there, and newcomers. We're buying a lot of records, and we may not play those records for a few months after we purchase them. Walmart, 30 days, again, depending on the Walmart, depending on the manager, but you get my drift. I have a lot of time. Now, these are already expired. I cannot, if this is defective and I open it, I cannot bring it back, exchange it for a replacement. It's not going to happen, okay? So it's on me. This is my question. Most of us were buying a one step for ourselves, a one step to keep for whatever reason, hold on to it, give it as a present later on because the values go up. And if it's a defective record, you're stuck with that record. You cannot get that record replaced. If I opened this Donald Fagen 20 days after I bought it and I saw that it was roughed up, send it back, call them up. They send me a replacement, send it back. That's fine, no big deal. But when you hold on to them and you're buying 2 and 3 for whatever reasons, and you're not opening, you are playing Russian roulette with your records. And I'll give you a good example. I got this Michael Jackson Thriller. I got it for myself, but I got it before Christmas. Didn't open it. Put it in a stack of records. When I went to open it right after Christmas, I noticed that we had a major seam split. The record's fine, but this bothers me. But I'm beyond the 60-day to get that jacket replaced. Everything else is fine. If it's on me, I knew the policy and I let it go. But just as an example, here's another example. Got this from Big John, who from some of my videos, was a Christmas present. he got it on Amazon when it was, just dropped last year, whatever. Okay. I think this is 8 LP box set. And there's a double in here and 2 doubles in here. Dire Straits. Fantastic, right? So he's got the thing for 8 months. He's buying stuff, for me during the year to save for Christmas, and I do the same for him. Came over Christmas. Let's check this out. Okay. Brothers in Arms, which is a double in here. I believe it's a double. Yeah. One record's completely trashed. As if the quality control people just dropped it on the floor, slid it across the floor table, and then put it back in the sleeve. Now, we played it. It's very audible. It's not good. It's not good. We checked in with Amazon. No more replacements. This was, Amazon has a crazy policy, but he's a Prime member. Checked in with Amazon. Sorry, sir, you're beyond your limit. However, there are no more box sets that we could send you. And when you do make that choice to send it back the box set, chances are is another quality control issue with another record. And we remember the first Beatles stereo edition that was circulating back in the day. They were terrible. I had to send back half the box to MoFi. I bought them through Music Direct, and they were able to replace them. But that's the quality control you're getting today. I had just recently, I bought the what was it? Amused to Death. Had issues with it, but it was within the time frame, so I was able to get that replaced. But these are new records. I'm running, I would say, a 25%, 30 defect rate in new records. Okay, so again, my question is: do you play your UHQRs, your one steps, open them as soon as you get them, a couple days or whatever time you have? Same with box sets. You buy the Dire Straits box set. You buy the Faces box set. How can you get to 9 records and play those records to make sure that they're satisfactory? The quality control issues right now are very concerning. That's why I'm only buying 1 of each. I'm not keeping 1 to save. I bought a couple of extra of the Dire Straits. Not the Dire Straits, the Steely Dan's. I just canceled my order. I had purchased 2 of each of the Van Halen boxes that are coming out through MoFi, the one steps, and I canceled them. Canceled them all. Not for $150 and not for $300 for 2, and where quality control issues are paramount, and I'm very concerned with that. And by the way, my original Warners are really good. My Van Halens are really good. So, that's my spiel today. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. And if you could just leave your comments, basically, do you gamble buying one steps UHQRs now? It's a gamble to me to spend $150 plus shipping for a record that I'm not going to open right away. And then 6 months down the road, I find out that the record's terrible inside. And that's happening more and more often. If it wasn't happening more and more often, I'd say you're fine. You've got a very good percentage that the record's going to be okay. And like I spoke before, the old days, there was quality control or something was just right with the world. For instance, and I use this example, 20 million copies of Rumors, Fleetwood Mac Rumors. I'm sure the defect rate on that was extremely low. It was probably more issues with turntables than issues with the vinyl or seam splitting or any of that stuff. So that's my question. How long do you keep them? Are you buying more than one? Are you taking that gamble and you're sitting on it for a year or two, hoping that the price goes up? But when the price goes up, and the person that you sold it to has an issue with it, you're getting that record back because you're not going to be able to get a replacement. And it's just a hassle. It's just a hassle. It's a concern. So that's my question. I hope you don't have to worry about that issue, but that's basically, I've been thinking about that. A lot of my audiophile friends basically are concerned, and we really don't have answers. The answers are, check them out as soon as you can, and maybe not buy multiple copies anymore to hold on to these things, because you're risking, getting a defective record that you're going to have to keep that costs $150, $160. Now, for my segment where I talk about an OG pressing, vintage pressing that has audiophile sounds, I'm picking out this one here. It's a greatest hits, and I normally don't say greatest sound great, but this greatest hits doesn't sound great. Okay, now this is the Dunhill ABC edition. This is the gatefold, and I have notes in here. Very noisy vinyl, but when I was play testing them a few months ago, pulled out my MCA greatest hits, which is obviously a repress, and it's on the Superstar Super Savings Platinum Plus edition. Not gatefold, same records, same dead wax area used. This sounds phenomenal. So if you're going to pick this up, Three Dog Night, I'd stay away from the first press, which is Dunhill, ABC, I guess, and pick up the MCA, and you'll find these a lot less expensive. And this is a great album. This is fantastic. Three Dog Night did it all, Sitting on Top of the World. My favorite, Never Been to Spain, who Elvis did a great version of that. Liar, which it sounds like an Argent song, the way it's built, the way the bass line is built. Black and White, which is a great song, a great message song. Old Fashioned Love Song. One is The Loneliest Number. Sure As I'm Sitting Here. And Play Something Sweet. This is a fantastic record. If you guys don't know Three Dog Night, you younger guys out there, they were perennials on the radio growing up. So that's it. So just to reiterate, do you plan on buying more than one step, more than one UHQR, even more than one box set anymore? These box sets, you're talking big bucks, and then you get to play it down the road, and there's an issue with a couple of albums. End of the story on this one. So I basically decided to keep it. It's one record. I have the record, of course. I have Brothers in Arms. I have great copies of Brothers in Arms. But the fact is, we kind of feel ripped off. So that's it. So keep rocking. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope it's some food for thought. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please tell me about it. Subscribe if you can. We're trying to build up the channel. And leave your comments. And if you have a channel, let me know. I'll be happy to check it out and subscribe. We have to help each other out. Thanks again. Cheers. Goldfinger. Sign out. Excuse me while I switch off the remote control album here. This computer doesn't have remote control. That's what I need. Okay, keep rocking. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.